Hello? Hello. Right, this is a short video, right? It says what it says in the title. Comic book fans don't know everything about comic book movies. Now, I bet everyone who's ever seen a Marvel film knows at least one person that read or used to read or does read comic books. And everyone looks at them as the person who could tell you the most information in the film. Now, a lot of the time, you could say, yeah, okay, but the way they talk, some of the ones I know, like I read comic books, but not on the level to be a comic book fan. If that makes sense. I read a couple. I come across a couple. There's not many places around here where you can get them, to be honest. But the movies you can quite easily. Now, you always get the argument from them that the comic books, without the comic books, you don't get the movies. That's true, but they almost went bankrupt so many years ago. Is that true as well? Just saying, movies just seems to be the omega. To make movies is to make money if you're successful. Look what's happened. Marvel Studios is now the most successful studio in the world. The reason why I'm saying that is because Marvel were going bankrupt quite a few times. Over their history, they've almost gone bankrupt, and Iron Man 1 saved them. Now, I'm not saying the comic books are nothing like the movies. They're based off the comic books. But if you to get half of the films, like for example, Age of Ultron, read the comic, go watch the film, make your own conclusion. The comics are more like guidelines, but I know a few people who read a lot of comic books, and because it's not like the comic book, some people I know they get in really, really bad mood over it. Me myself, if they made it exactly like the comic, then you would know what's going to happen. So I'm not saying all comic book films are nothing like the the comics, but you can go through them all. Like Ant Man, Hank Pym in the comic is Ant Man. Well, he's not in the film. It's Scott Lang, but Hank Pym's in it. Um, I've said Age of Ultron. There's another one. You can look at that. Infinity War. You can see where I'm going with this. Maybe just because it says the same title does not mean it's anything like the film. And just because you're a comic book fan or you've been reading comics for years does not mean you know everything about what's going on in this movie. Now, they're guessing just like the rest of us. Like I said, I do read some comic books, but not on the level to be a major comic book fan. I think I own about 10 comics and about 100 Marvel DVDs. So, yeah, take from that what you want. But some people I know get very grouchy. I know some tweet people get amazingly upset if you say something bad about one of their characters. Now, just because you like it doesn't mean everyone's got to like it. It's that kind of thing that you've got to get past with some people. And I know someone that was irate at Civil War because it was nothing like the comic. That was his argument. When you come down to it, that it was nothing like the comic, so the film was no good. The film might not be any good for other reasons, not just because it was nothing like the comic. I don't know. All these different like films, all these things that are coming out. There's like a little bit of a divide coming now between the comic book fans and the casual moviegoer. So who knows what's going on next and with these films and what's going to be said next. There's a lot of stuff always getting said about Marvel films, and for me, it's because they're so successful. They are like massive. Black Widow, I can't wait for it. I know there's a lot of people who are like, it doesn't make much sense. That's your casual goer. People that have really been keeping up with it from the start are asking a question of where her film's been in the first place. I fall into that bracket. Anyway, thanks for listening. And I don't mean to insult anyone, but there will be one or two people out there who might watch this or listen to this and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, like I said, go read these comics and then go watch the films and draw your own conclusions. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you again.